It started with a wrong turn. Lena and her brother Kyle were driving through the backwoods of Maine, trying to make it to their cousin's wedding before dark. It had been raining for hours, not a normal storm. It was like the sky wanted to drown the world. Their GPS lost signal. The paved road turned to gravel, then to mud, then into something that didn't look like a road at all. And then they saw it. An old wooden house. It sat crooked, hidden behind a wall of black pine trees. No lights, no movement, just the sound of wind and rain. And something else. A sharp noise, like someone breathing right into your ear. Way too close. "Did you hear that?" Lena asked. Kyle didn't even look at her. He nodded slowly. They parked under a twisted tree. Lena stepped out first, boots sinking into soft, wet ground. She was about to suggest turning around when the front door of the house creaked open slowly. Nobody inside. No light. Just a hallway stretching into darkness, and the strong smell of something old, wet wood, and something metallic. "It smells like rust," Kyle whispered. Lena shook her head. "That's not rust." She stepped inside, and the floor felt like it moved under her. Kyle followed her slowly. The door stayed open behind them, but not for long. As they stepped inside, the floor beneath them pulsed, just once. Rain hammered the roof like it was angry. Inside the house, every step Lena took sounded too loud, louder than the storm. The floor creaked and groaned under her boots. Water dripped from cracks in the ceiling, but it wasn't clear water. It was red, sticky. Then, they heard it. Whispers, coming from underneath the floor. Dozens of voices, all saying the same word.
"Out, out, out."
Lena dropped to her knees. She pressed her ear to the floor. There was something alive under there. Something crawling. Something moving. And then, 3 slow, loud knocks, right beneath her head. They found the trap door in the kitchen. It was small, old, sealed shut with 6 rusted nails. But the nails, they started popping loose, one by one, flying across the room like they were being pulled from the inside. Kyle screamed when the last one shot into the wall. The door creaked open by itself, and a wave of cold air rolled out, freezing, wet, and sharp. It smelled like smoke and rotting teeth. Lena grabbed her flashlight and climbed down into the dark. The beam of light cut through the fog. That's when she saw him. A man, not standing, hanging upside down in the middle of the basement. His skin was pale. His eyes were open, and he was smiling. They ran, out of the house into the storm, but the woods weren't empty anymore. All around the clearing, figures stood in the rain, dozens of them, watching, their heads tilted. Their faces are smooth, too smooth, like porcelain dolls left out in the wet. Kyle reached the car. He fumbled with the keys. It wouldn't start. Lena turned and stared at the closest figure. Water dripped from its skin, but it didn't flinch. It didn't even blink. "Why aren't they moving?" she whispered. Kyle didn't answer right away. Then he looked past her and said, "They don't have eyes." They didn't know what to do, so they ran into the woods. But no matter where they went, the house was always in front of them. The forest twisted, paths closed, trees leaned in from all sides. and the house got closer. Its windows were wide open now, like giant eyes with no lids. The ground shook. Branches moved on their own. One of them slashed across Kyle's arm. Deep. Lena grabbed him. "Keep moving," she shouted. But then, the ground opened, like jaws cracking wide. Mud and roots pulled apart. Kyle slipped. Lena caught his hand. "Don't let go." But something else grabbed him. Long, pale fingers, cold and rotting. They wrapped around his leg and dragged him down. Kyle's eyes rolled back. His mouth opened. Black water poured out. And his voice wasn't his voice. It said,
"She's next."
Then he was gone. Lena turned to run. But the house was right there, inches away. It was breathing. Its walls moved in and out like lungs. The door stretched open like a mouthful of splinters. She stepped inside, and the walls were alive. Faces were pressed into the wood, mouths sewn open, eyes wide, some crying without sound, some still blinking. Then she saw him. Kyle. He was standing in the center of the room, but his legs were part of the floor. His skin fused with the wood. He smiled and whispered,
"Come home, Lena."
She turned to run, but the door was gone. The walls folded in. The lights died. And in the dark, she vanished. They never found her car. They never found her body. But the next time the rain came heavy, a new door appeared on the side of the house, and it opened all by itself. It started raining around midnight. Not normal rain. This was aggressive, like the sky was trying to wash something off the earth. I live alone, just me and my German Shepherd, Ruckus, in a 2-bedroom cabin just outside of town. Quiet, peaceful, supposed to be safe. That night I was on the couch, reading. Ruckus suddenly stood up, ears high, body tense, his eyes fixed on the front door. Then came the knock. 3 soft knocks, almost polite. I paused. Who the hell would come out here in this storm? I got up, peeked through the window. Couldn't see anyone, but Ruckus was growling now, low and primal, like something in his DNA remembered this kind of danger. I opened the door slowly. No one, just the downpour and darkness. Trees swaying violently, wind howling like it was alive. But as I stepped back, my bare foot touched something. Wet, sticky. I looked down. Blood, a handprint, smeared on the wood floor like someone had crawled inside. Not knocked to come in. I slammed the door, locked every bolt. My heart was hammering. Ruckus started barking, spinning in circles, panicking. Suddenly, all the lights went out. A loud bang from upstairs. Then footsteps. Heavy. Wet. Slapping footsteps. But they didn't sound like boots or shoes. It sounded like someone was walking barefoot with skin dripping. I grabbed the fireplace poker. Ruckus was barking up the stairs now, snapping at the air. Then he stopped, dead still. His ears twitched, and he whimpered. That dog had chased bears before. Whatever was up there, he didn't want to fight it. I inched my way to the stairs, poker raised. Each step creaked like it was trying to warn me. I reached the top. The hallway was pitch black, but at the end, something shimmered. Wet footprints, too many. Not one person, not two. More, coming out of the guest room. I pushed the door open with the poker. Inside, nothing. Just the window wide open, rain pouring in. Curtains soaked and twisted, and carved into the wall were the words, "You invited us." I turned, about to run, when I heard it. knocking. Not from the door, from inside the walls, knocking from every direction. I ran back downstairs, slipped in the blood. There was more now. Too much. It was smeared across the windows, handprints, symbols, faces drawn with fingers. Then the TV turned on by itself. Static. Then an image. It was me, sleeping, in my bed. The footage shook like handheld camera film. Then the screen glitched. The image zoomed closer. And there, in the frame, 4 pale figures standing around my bed. One of them slowly turned toward the camera. Its face was just skin. No eyes, no mouth, just stitched seams. It raised its hand, pointed at me. The TV cut to black. Then the knocking came again. But now, it wasn't on the door. It was inside my head, like it was coming from behind my eyes, like something was trying to knock its way out of me. Suddenly, Ruckus let out a scream I'll never forget. I ran to him. He was on the floor, twitching, eyes bulging. Something had bitten through his throat. His body was shaking, his paws paddling at the air like he was drowning. I backed away, tripping over my own feet. The room grew freezing cold. Every window slammed shut at once. The floorboards began to bleed. Not leak, bleed. Thick, black-red blood, seeping from the cracks, rising fast. I ran to the door, tried to wrench it open. Locked. The handle was too hot to touch. Then a voice came from behind me. Not loud, not screaming, just behind my ear, whispered,
Let us finish what we started.
I turned. There they were, all 4 of them, faceless, soaked, barefoot, skin hanging in ribbons. Their feet didn't touch the floor. They didn't move like people. They drifted, and they smiled, mouths that unzipped from their skin, full of crooked yellow teeth and black tongues. I tried to scream. They were already inside me. I woke up 3 days later, in my yard covered in mud, naked. The house behind me, burned to the ground. Ruckus's collar was hanging from a tree branch. They never found a single bone, no blood, no tracks, nothing. Just the rain. And those damn knocks. I still hear them sometimes, from inside my skull. And when it rains, I don't sleep, because the rain remembers. And so do